Hello, everybody. Once again, it's myself, LL. Today, I'm joined with Tunde, and I'm joined with Rash, and this is the TBK podcast. Today, we're going to talk about Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. Yeah, I mean, it's this one here. This one here is quite an interesting fight. It's for Undisputed at the 140 pound division. I mean, let's start, Rash. Let's go, man. Let's go. Give us your thoughts on it.
Yeah, man. I think it's a really good fight. You know what I'm saying? We don't regularly see the undisputed fights, but we're starting to see them a lot more regularly now. Obviously we had Crawford, who was undisputed. AJ and Tyson Fury are trying to work out a deal where they can be for an undisputed fight. Canelo's trying to become undisputed at 168, and now Teofimo Lopez is arguably undisputed as well. So I think this is a really good fight. This is a fight between two fighting men. Do you know what I'm saying? That these guys don't care about being celebrities. They don't care about being stars. I think they just want to be the best boxers that they can. So you've got Josh Taylor, who's a bit more slick and he's got a nasty body attack and he's a bit more mean. And you've got Jose Ramirez. I think he's a bit more upright and straight and very, very good fundamentals. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's trained by Robert Garcia. Is he trained by Robert Garcia?
He is actually, yeah.
Yeah. So
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So you know he's gonna have like good skills, a good jab. Like most of his fighters have like that type of skill set and everything. So I think this is a wicked fight. But I gotta go with Josh Taylor, man. He's just passed everything. And they're both undefeated, but the rate that Josh Taylor was moved at as well, and the taps to things, like I think he's gonna pull through, and I think he's gonna bring it home to the UK. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Scotland are going to have their first ever undisputed world champion.
It's a really good fight, as Resh said, two unbeaten, world champions, 2 belts each, coming together. And as you said again, these sort of like, unifications are occurring, a lot more often now, which is good for the boxing fan. They're both, I would say, evenly matched, sort of like dimensions-wise. I mean, the same height, 5'10". Ramirez has got slightly longer reach,
he's got really long arms.
Yeah, he's got some long arms, like properly, Hara Davis long arms. But he is, he's a Mexican, and he has that Mexican ideology in terms of the way that they fight. Josh Taylor is someone who, he can mix it up. I mean, he's very good on the outside. And I think that's where he beats Ramirez. My only sort of like issue is that Taylor, he likes to fight. He likes to get into a war. And
I was thinking exactly. I was going to say.
Yeah,
I think exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I think like where he needs to be sensible now, because this is a legacy fight for him. And as Rash said, he'll be the first Scottish, undisputed champion if he pulls this off, which I believe he will. But he needs to do it from a standpoint where he needs to be smart. Just box a man on the outside, it's done. The thing with, as I was saying, he likes to get drawn into a bit of a war. And although he's good on the inside, he doesn't need it. Yeah. He just needs to keep it calm, keep it long. And like all day long, if he does that, then the fight's won. If he starts getting drawn into a war, then anything can happen, and Ramirez can bang. Yeah. So that's my only sort of like concern. But it's a really good fight. It's a very, very good fight.
Yeah, I think I said a few months back, like Taylor reminds me of one of them rowdy kids that on the Weatherspoons on a Friday night, bro.
Listen. Taylor's one of those. He's one of those guys that like back in school, that he just those children that are just left to their own device, don't trouble anybody. But as soon as somebody tries it with them, that person just gets sparked. That's Taylor. Like he will bang at the top, at the top, the drop of a hat. Like so, But I like both fighters. I like the way that they go about their business. They're not really in boxing for the stardom or to for the riches and whatnot. They just this is what they do. Like they want to be the best that they can be. But Ramirez is great. He's a great fighter. But I think Taylor he's super talented, and I think he's still underrated. As good as he is, like I just think like people don't actually know how good he is yet. and he's already shown how good he is. But I just don't think. I think with this, I think people will actually start to sit up and take notice and see him for what he really is.
You see with Taylor, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I have to give Rash credit here because Rash put me onto Taylor like a few years back. I was like, how can I put it? You know, when you see a fighter and a fighter has a certain kind of style of fighting, it's like I fell in love with Taylor's style of fighting. I like the way how he bangs to the body. I like he's grit. He's got flair, but he's just gritty. Yeah. Like he's just a gritty fighter in that. Yeah, do you know what I'm trying to say? He's a fighter. He's a fighter through and through.
He's got dog in him.
Like, yeah. Although that's one of his strengths, it's like you said to him, that's one of his weaknesses as well. Because I've seen him in fights where he could have made the fight so much more easier by just boxing, but he likes to get a little bit he likes to get wet. Although I understand what you say when you say that you think he needs to kind of keep it on the outside. I don't know if I 100% agree with that because I think Ramirez, he's quite a good boxer. He's quite a good boxer himself, yeah. But I do think that if Taylor stays in the pocket for too long, he might succumb to like a body shot because Ramirez, he's got like a good, you know, he throws like a good hook to the body in that, yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And he is rangy. And to be honest as well, like Mexican fighters, I don't know if it's like everyone, but there's always this kind of assumption that they're quite flat-footed, you know, but they're strong punchers and stuff like that. Yeah, so you have to box them on the outside and just. But I think Ramirez is quite fleet-footed. I think he's quite fleet-footed. I actually do like his style of fighting. Yeah, do you know, he's like a mix between a boxer and a puncher.
Like a Mikey,
do you know what I mean?
Type of thing. Like I think he's
quite similar to Mikey, but I don't know. I think he's a little bit more kind of lighter on his feet than Mikey.
Although he got the decisions against Posto and Zepeda, in those fights he got hit with 1-2s all fight long. So he's susceptible to that.
He gets hit, but he throws a lot of punches as well.
Yeah,
he does throw a lot of punches, man. He's very active when he punches. And I just kind of like, I had that fear that Taylor is just going to want to get busy with him when he fought Progress. It's like, prior to that fight, I swear you was picking Progress. No, I don't know if it was you that picked Progress.
No, I wasn't picking Progress.
Are you sure? Yeah, because I can't remember, but obviously, I was talking to him, and I was saying, nah, man, Progress, man, his arms are too short, bro. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, he's got short arms and that. He's got like midget arms, no way is he fucking with Taylor, But then Taylor just fought him in the pocket. Taylor just started banging with him. And I'm just like, Progress is a punch. Why are you banging Progress? Like, to the point to where his eye just completely swelled up and got completely effed in that, but he won it, but I'm like, that's the kind of fight.
Harder than he had to.
Yeah, so, and I feel like if he does that with Ramirez, because of Ramirez's punch output, he might find himself down on the cards. Maybe nothing. He might just have a steeper hill to climb, and that's what I kind of worry with him. You know what I mean? That's what I kind of worry. But I think it's a good fight. So, I mean, who we picking?
I gotta go with Triple T, man. I think he's fought better guys. He's shown a bit more grit, and I think he's a bit more skilled. But it wouldn't be the upset of the year for Ramirez one. But I just gotta go with Josh Taylor, man. And I'm a fan of Josh Taylor as well. I want to see him. Even though he seems a bit like he seems a bit laddish sometimes, but I want to see him winning it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Tunde, we going for Josh Taylor as well?
Yeah, Taylor.
Yeah. I want to see him do it. I watched his career from quite early in that, and I've seen him as a fighter, and I just really want to see him do well.
I really like him as a fighter. I really do.
So we got Josh Taylor and Ramirez. That fight's happening end of this month. I believe. Do you know what the date is, Tunde? That fight's happening?
I believe the fight is on the 22nd.
That's going to be one to watch, man. Hopefully, Josh can do it, and the UK, will have a. I mean, Scottish. I mean, did they even consider themselves to be the UK? I don't know. It's quite political, ain't it?
It's a sticky one. Sure.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sticky one. Well, Scotland, will have an undisputed champion, or Mexico, you know, they'll have their undisputed champion. Either way, it'll be a great fight. So this is myself, LL. I was joined by Rash and Tunde, and yeah, this is the TBK podcast. Take it easy.
And this is the TBK podcast.